Honey, she made a mama in about 8 months ago, ma. I did the same thing. My sister. Weekend namin. May gawin si Sheikh ma, kamakot ising ano my sister. Weekend namin o edi, napaniguan. There were signs, Sasha. Those signs are so noticeable.
Okay.
Especially when you have that addiction, that down, that hardest drug of all the hardest drug. One little pinch of that kills a healthy person just like that. Doesn't care who you are. The drug doesn't care how big you are, how small you are. That drug doesn't care how big of your family is. That drug doesn't care how old you are. That drug will always be there killing people because that is the Machimalito or his mix. He did that because he knows he needs that. He needs those kind of people. You know, same thing with my sister Joan. Same thing who did 2 years ago. I did the same thing. I buried my own daughter who did 22 years old. You know, my family is suffering of this drug that they're using. And there are testimonies of my nephews that they don't want to live because that drug is like a bloodsucker. You can't take it out unless you have that treatment. And that's where they are right now. That drug is really sucking their lives out of their living, how they live, like they're being eaten alive inside out. Some people are eaten alive from out to inwards. You know, that drug doesn't care how beautiful you are, how handsome you are. It's going to take you regardless. And that's why I always encourage people that use those drugs not to be alone. And it's always going to be that way. You know, it's one of those days that my sister was alone. She was lonely. She was asking for help. She wanted to leave the city. Sometimes I always wonder if she would have jumped on that van that day. But there's a purpose for this. It's for us to move on and continuing bearing our grandchildren, our own kids. That's not going to stop unless we really, really do our best to teach these younger generation here. We need strong parents to do this in order for this generation to be successful. You know, it's very hard. Life looking at your nephews, your nieces, your friends. They're so skinny, and you can tell they're on that medicine, not much money to create it. You know, there's not enough help for that kind of help. It's very hard to get in treatment places. There's not enough treatment places. There's a place that it just created, but I think it's just going to create more hassle for the people. That new system, that new detox center for 72 hours, I believe they're going to harm a lot of people for that. Because when they leave from that place, they get a triple shot or whatever. We're gonna lose a lot of people yet. This drug is getting stronger, and it's way out of control. It's everywhere. It's on the south side. I live in St. Patel. It's all over. No matter where you are, what part of the city you're from, your neighbor, guaranteed it's around your neighborhood, no matter where you are. Consequences for that is my sister and my three other living sisters, that my three latest, the ones that passed away. I don't know what kind of help they need. Talking is not working. And yes, when you bring them into a house, they steal off you because of their Netflix. And that hurts me. A lot of these family members are not welcome in these places because they know they're going to steal them. You know, a lot of times my mom's freezer is empty because of stealing. They're stealing their food, her food, and yet she could barely make it in life. My mom is sick right now. She's not herself today. I believe there's more going on inside her body. There's some kind of infection in there. We know it. She's hiding it.
My head
But we know what it is. What's happening. And
This is my purse.
my mother been through so much.
I know.
You know, Frida was a very, very punctual person. She was very happy-going sister, mother, auntie. You know, there's
Look right through
no
this
more
here.
of that
Look like
anymore
different
because
place.
they're all gone. What else is there to do now is just sit down and wait for the next family member to overdose again. Because
That's how
I know
when your mind can't get you.
we saved my nephew a few times already since April 2nd, after my sister passed away. My nephew was overdosed a few times. We saved him. My nephew's brother saved him. My son saved him. 3 times we saved my sister's son. That's how bad of a support that is requesting support, but there is no support. You have to. It's a long waiting list. We need help. I'm gonna be doing a ceremony with my nephews. I'm gonna be doing, I've been talking to my Sundance people already, so, I wanna try to gather the nephews to come up here with me. So this way, they could let whatever feelings that they have, because, you know, I know they carry a lot of garbage in their pack sacks. You know, sometimes we need to let that, all that problems that we carry in the past, we need to let that go, because that's what's making us sick. That's what's making people sick, because they still carry that past. We all need to let that past go in order for us to feel healthy. And then from there we find who we are, where we belong, what clan we're from, what traditional name you have. You know, there's a system there. You're not lost. You need that guidance. There's lots of guidance, judicial guidance there. There's a gentleman sitting in the back there. He's got a lot of knowledge out there. He's got lots of knowledge there. You need help, he will help you. Even my friend here, sitting here in front here. We need that talk. We're all supported. There's nothing much that we can't do anymore. Just go home and pray for the ones that are addicted to that drug. And hope for the best that we don't hear those phone calls. And hopefully we don't see those things again on Facebook. And I'd like to pray for the nieces, the ones that found their mom that day that passed away, when she passed away. I think that's why they don't want to come here, because they don't want to accept that reality that their mom is gonna be gone. The one good thing about it, there will be an urn here for a while, and that will help them heal, realize when they hold their mom in that urn. That feeling and that hurt will come out. I believe that's where the healing will come from. I'm sorry, my niece. Love you. You're a very strong woman to be sitting here on behalf of your family, especially your sisters. Kevin, you too, thank you for being here for your brothers. One time cannot be here. You guys are true warriors. You guys are humble to be here, to be sitting here, to be strong and stand with us. Mom, I'm sorry for the loss of your daughter, my sister, and all the other family members that died too early because of the overdose that we're having in our family. Rena, thank you for showing up here. Jimmy, but your presence means a lot here for us. Marty, okay, give Jimmy, but my visa and okay, Kima, you come here on behalf of your brothers, your family. I initiate Rena. I like to acknowledge a big thank you for that. And also the staff, you guys are doing a very good job for accepting the family here to have this service on behalf of my sister, late Frida. And the little ones, you guys are awesome. You guys are so strong. You guys are gonna go a long ways. You guys are the best. To be here, standing solid. Who's your mom? Come and see your grandma here. And you guys will, your mom will guide you guys the right way. Also Frankie over there will guide, the dad will guide them the proper way. Because, you know, they're changing, that family has changed a lot since I've seen them. And for myself, I'm weak. I try my best to be strong. Sometimes I don't know what to do because I know how strong that drug is. I'm scared every night when I go to bed, pick up my phone in the morning. Hopefully the good news. I'm only human too, you know. I have feelings. I cry. I shed tears. You know, the thing that helps me a lot is the tradition that I follow, the Red Road, my sister was saying. You know, I danced innocent dance for about 18 years. You know, it takes a lot of courage and wisdom to learn all this stuff and prepare death. You know, it's amazing how strong a person becomes when you understand when people pass away, because it's a normal thing. You know, it's not a sudden thing anymore. It's not a rare thing anymore. It's an everyday thing. Everybody loses family members. We just don't know who it is. Chimigwetch, thank you for listening.